Quite a flat day of trade, so not too much has moved on the index itself. But let's do one thing. Let's discuss some news flow that came just a while back. HDFC Bank has gone ahead and cut base rates by 5 basis points to 9.3% effective the 4th of January. And this is the lowest base rates in the entire industry. Ashish Parthsarthy, the head treasurer of HDFC Bank, joins us on the phone line to talk about that. Mr. Parthsarthy, thanks for joining us. Can you confirm to us you've gone ahead and cut the base rates by 5 basis points, and what would the impact be on the margins?
So we have cut it by 5 basis points, and if I'm not mistaken, then it's effective this quarter, not 4th January.
Okay.
That's just a normal review every quarter, and whatever the computation shows the base rate to be, that's where we need to change. Margins, I don't have any specific comment to make, except that over interest rate cycles, our margins have been quite stable in a range, and they're likely to remain over a period of time, over cycles in that range.
Ashish, hi, good afternoon. So it's interesting, 5 basis points. Why did you have to move on that? And is this something that we'll now see, rather regularly over the next few quarters?
No, see, as I said, if you see the base rate guidelines, the rates have to be reviewed every quarter. And obviously, there is a formula which each bank has set for itself. And, if whatever the formula shows the computation to be, that's the base rate for the bank.
Okay.
So basically, this is what it is.
So currently, your base rate stands at 9.30%. What will... can we expect any more cuts, say, before the end of the fiscal?
See, it's very difficult to say. It all depends on how deposit rates move. Right now, it looks like deposit rates have reached a stable level, right? There have been no significant changes or lowering of deposit rates across banks. So if deposit rates remain where they are, then obviously there is unlikely to be significant changes in base rates. But one will have to wait and see how things pan out.
Okay, and what will the impact be? I mean, this is just 5 basis points, but overall, is this having any impact on credit growth at all?
Well, I think credit growth is more a function of demand in the economy, right? So rates, while they do possibly act as an enabler for credit growth, ultimately it depends on the demand in the economy. We are seeing, I think, slightly better demand in the economy. The numbers are slightly better. We are, you have our numbers for credit growth in the last quarter. So as a bank, I think our credit growth has been reasonably good. And we expect that things will continue in the same line.
All right, we leave it at that. Thanks so much for joining us. That's the